All right, guys, what's going on? Welcome in. So we have some pretty unfortunate, but at the same time, pretty obvious news coming out about the New York Jets. So the NFLPA, the Players Association, constantly releases these different surveys, right, where players can vote on different areas within an organization, ranging from all sorts of things. You know, weight room, facilities, cleanliness, nutrition program, working with different assistant coaches, ownership. And in regards to ownership, the New York Jets have rated, the New York Jets, this survey from the NFLPA came out, and Woody Johnson is not only just ranked as an F, but also 32 out of 32. Questions about willingness to win, questions ranging all over it's bad, right? Obviously it is bad, and this shouldn't really be a shock to anyone. Whether you're a Jet fan or not, everyone knows the Jets ownership it's just been a major issue. Whether we believe the Athletic articles or not, it's not a secret that Woody Johnson is not one of the better owners in football. The constant, everyone's using the term meddling, but the constant involvement with football decisions, the constant involvement in different areas that frankly, ownership shouldn't. Yes, I understand an owner owns the team. It's his team. But this is why you hire people. This is why you hire the football guys. And, you know, it was such a big story this past year. All the stuff about, you know, how Woody Johnson collaborates with specific people about player decisions, him getting into the business of Joe Douglas, him getting into the business of Robert Saleh, getting into the business of Aaron Rodgers, just constantly, you know, getting involved. Where, you know, you look at the well-ran organizations out there, the owners are kind of like, hey, I'll pay people, I'll cut the checks, but I'm, for the most part, just going to stay out of it. I'm not going to make or even influence decisions that maybe is going to go against the groupthink of the organization, right? The majority way of thinking. I'm not going to be that guy. But with the Jets, that has been a major issue. Again, and this is well known. I mean, even people on television, right? They will not talk about the Jets ownership in a pretty, you know, in a positive light. It's just the fact. I mean, the Madden ratings, it's just one issue after the next. But here's the good news, right? I'm hoping that since last season was just an absolute joke, it was completely terrible, off the rails terrible. The Jets were seriously the laughingstock of football a year ago. I mean, just decision after decision, every move they made was the wrong one. It was just bad, very bad. And it was evident to fans of football, whether, again, you're a Jet fan or not. You have the Athletic articles come out that are just clowning the Jets, just humiliating Woody Johnson. The Madden ratings, I mean, it was a constant talking point for weeks, on top of all the losing, on top of the playoff drought, on top of the negative press, the negative perception around ownership. I'm hoping that all of the losing, everything that we just talked about, kind of made Woody Johnson have that look in the mirror type of moment. You know what, Woody, I gotta do things a little bit differently this go round. I cannot continue doing things how I'm normally doing them. It's simply not working. Again, the losses, you can blame the losses on so many different people, the coaches, the kicker, Rodgers, whatever. Like the losses are one thing, but just from an ownership standpoint, you know, the culture in the building, do people want to actually be there? Like all these major questions about the New York Jets ownership, it starts with them. And again, this is just an assumption here, but I'm hoping that all of this negative press, all of just the humiliating headlines that are constantly coming out about Woody Johnson, it's going to force him to change, force him to do different things. And so far, I got to say, to Woody Johnson's credit, we're seeing a different style of offseason from him compared to recent years, right? Especially like with new, you know, regimes coming in. This feels a lot different, whether you want to talk about like the Rick Spielman edition, whether you want to talk about him shelling out the cash, bringing in the 33rd team, Tannenbaum, Spielman, to really analyze it. I mean, honestly, from top to bottom, really go through and have a thorough search in both general manager and head coach. We've seen a lot of patience from Woody Johnson, which is something that has been talked about, right? He's not a patient guy. He wants the results now. He wants to win now. But even going through at the GM and head coaching search, we did see patience from him, right? The Jets didn't just jump the gun and hire the first person that they were impressed with. No, they interviewed, 15 different general managers and 16 different head coaching candidates. Freaking insane, right? And they obviously landed on their top guy in Aaron Glenn. And you heard Aaron. I mean, Aaron Glenn could have gone he has all the Raiders, the Jaguars, the Bears, all these different teams, right? Going back to last season, Aaron Glenn had head coaching opportunities and interviews. You fast forward, if he would have stuck with Detroit, he could have taken head coaching interviews next season. He was one of the best coaching candidates out there. And we have Aaron Glenn sitting there in the intro presser talking about how he wants this job. Saints, I mean, everyone was connecting the Saints, including myself. The Saints just made a lot of sense for Glenn. He wanted the Jets. I really don't think if Aaron, again, putting myself in Aaron Glenn's shoes, and I understand that, the former connection to the organization and whatnot, but if Aaron Glenn truly got a bad vibe from ownership, from Woody Johnson specifically, I don't think he would have taken the job. I don't think he would have put his career on the line, his reputation on the line, if he's just like, yeah, this ownership structure is not going to work, and I'm just going to be another coach on the chopping block here. You kind of sense that things are starting to change, which I'm hoping continue. We go on a 3-game losing streak. Who knows how Woody Johnson's going to act, right? It's still up for debate. But everything up to this point, it's been pretty positive. As I'm talking from the end of the season up until now. So I'll leave it there. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section on this. Am I just too optimistic and too homery as a fan, just trying to, put myself, I hope Woody Johnson changes, but I don't know. I mean, you can, because we haven't really seen much over the year. Woody Johnson's been the owner for a long, long time. It's not like he's been here for 4 or 5 years. He's been here for a while, and there's been constant issues. And it's clear, fans know it, media knows it, and the players know it. So it's got to change. Anyway, let me know your thoughts down below. Thanks so much for watching. I appreciate you guys, and as always, go Jets. Oh, and by the way, I have tons of videos planned, tons of really, really cool videos planned about free agency, free agent targets. I'm so excited to get to it. Kind of waiting for the combine to end though first. Yeah, I'm hoping to get some more reports coming out really throughout the week about different combine visits, right? Prospect visits. So some stuff that I'm really, really excited about, for, specifically for the Jets here. Anyway, thanks so much. And as always, go Jets.